Welcome to the last video of 2022. Well, hello, welcome along. Last video of 2022. I didn't do one Christmas because I was full of cold. I had a really bad cold over Christmas, so I couldn't really do much. But I'll do my Christmas bits and bobs first. The missus, I was talking about I needed some ballast, and to finish this piece off and that. So anyway, Christmas Day I had a bag of ballast, so I've got that done, and I've also got that siding done. So that's all that's all that re-ballasted now. So on to the rest of Christmas bits and bobs. So I went to a model shop with the missus just to have a look really, and I happened to mention previously that my Hornby Triumph Flying Scotsman was getting sort of a bit past its sell-by date. Part of the chassis had literally cracked, broken off where the illuminated firebox was. I've since glued it with some epoxy resin, but it wasn't like it, the older sort of flange wheels weren't like him a point work. It was, So anyway, Christmas Day, I get Hornby Railroad Flying Scotsman. So my other one is now being retired and it's put into the Preserve Transport Depot. I've got the buses and bits and bobs like that. So that's now an exhibit in there. So yeah, I've got the Railroad Flying Scotsman. And then I pointed to this one and a green one of this, because obviously with Droxford being based southern based, and yeah, she bought me this one as well. So it's the, was it East Asiatic line, I think it is. It's a Merchant Navy anyway. So yeah, that was a nice surprise. So I've got me my Sutton, my light green Battle of Britain, and then I've got this one now. So yeah, that's quite a surprise for me on Christmas Day. It's just a beautiful run over this. I think it's also got a flywheel motor in it, but when you turn it off, I'll just run it up that way a bit, and this kind of took me by surprise when I first run it. Right, stop it. It runs quite a long way when you shut the controller off with the flywheel. It's lovely runner though, absolutely beautiful. I've had a running intern at Christmas on Droxford, which is ironic really, because when they closed the line between Droxford and Farringdon, Droxford was just open for freight. What they used to do was they used to use locomotives that had been serviced at Eastleigh, put them on running interns, running freight to Droxford and things. So it's kind of a little bit of a thing there. So they've had the running interns on at Droxford. Right, on to swap meet. So I went to the swap meet at Doncaster Racecourse on Friday, which was yesterday, the 30th, and didn't do too bad actually. Now, on a previous video, I said that I'd bought some Tricks Mark 1s. Well, I bought another 2, so I've now got five coaches on that. I've also got an extra, so I've got a rake of 5 Mark 1 Tricks ones, also my Lima ones I've done. I'm now doing my Mark 2s. So I've got these 2. So I've got 2 more Mark 2s. They were boxed at a tenner each, so I thought that wasn't too bad. Marks on them, but then when you think about it, when they've been running in service, they got marks and bits and bobs on them, but they'll look all right. They'll do what I need them to do. So yeah, I've got those for a tenner each. Also, I've got these for a tenner each, boxed Lima Network Southeast. So I've got my first 2 Network Southeast coaches to go in my class 47 and my class 50. I looked at another stall there, and they had 2 of these unboxed, 50 quid the pair. I've got 2 boxed for a tenner each, so I I wasn't complaining about that one. So yeah, I just need 2 more of them. My Network Southeast, I'm just going to run them as 2 coach, because they'll basically come in here, swap locos, and then can go back out again. So but I may just run those with the other 2 coaches I've got for now, just so I've got a rake of 4 to run just for the minute. So that's coaching stock that I got. Right, locomotives, I've got this, a Lima Class 26. Yeah, it's not a very good runner, to be honest. It's yeah, not very good runner at all. It's weathered. Got it for 21 quid. I paid for it. Oh, so so you know, but as I say, it runs very erratically. You know, so it's a case of I will need to give it a strip down and a service. I'm just moving something. Right, tell you what, we'll put it on this track here, because I know it ran on this track all right. So we'll try this. So right, this is it. It sort of, it needs a good, can't even see it on that track, but anyway, it's very erratic running. So as I say, it will need a good strip down, a clean, and a service. It's been weathered, but as I say, I paid 21 quid for it. So as I say, just give it a strip down and a service, and that will probably run pretty well. Right, so another locomotive I bought. I've been after this one for a while. It's another 33 parcel sector. It's called Easter. It's got the Spitfire logo. Now I've got two 33s, both called Easter. I've got 33008, and then this one. This was I don't think it's hardly been run, to be honest. I'm going to give it a little bit of a light service. You know, give it a little bit of an oil. It won't be a full strip down service, because, as I say, it don't look too bad at all. But, yeah, so I'll have a strip down, not a full strip down, just, you know, take the sprockets off, give them a little clean, and then oil, and that'll be it for that one. And then another loco to the fleet. One I've been after for a while. Class 50. Valiant, this one, I think. Very Valiant, yeah. I'm after the full grey one, and also the one in LMS colours, but as I say, saw this one, I thought I'm having that. So yeah, another class 50. As I say, this one, I don't think it's been hardly run or anything, so as I say, it'll just be a little bit of a, you know, clean, you know, strip the cogs down, give a little bit of a clean, oil, and that'll be it for that one. So that's another class 50 to the fleet. Right, so the last thing I got was this, and I saw this, and the price I saw it for, I thought, oh, I've got to have that. The Hornby 4 VEP unit. Been after one, and I've looked on eBay, and you know, the price they're going for on eBay. Put it this way, the price I paid for this, right, compared to the price on eBay, I got the class 33 and the class 50 for the same price as that on eBay. I got that and the 2 locos for what I would have paid for this on eBay. So yeah, well pleased with that. The only thing I found, where it's so close coupled, it doesn't like my curves are a bit dodgy with it. So whether you can adjust the length of the coupling, I don't know. I may just forgo the lighting and do what I did with my 4 SEP, and just put magnetic couplers on, perhaps, and that will just give it that little bit of a gap in between. But there's a bit of a gap, not much of a gap on the corners. It seems to hit either that or the back-to-back measurements are slightly out on one of the coaches. I don't know. Could be that actually, because I noticed the first coach seems to be riding over the points a little bit, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm well pleased with that. I'm happy with that anyway. So yeah, I saw that. I thought, yep, got to have that. I literally, basically, what I went with was birthday money and Christmas money. You know, but see, I missed the Elsica one in November because my car was off the road. I couldn't get there. So, but I thought, yeah, I went to the race course one. Trouble is, I finished work got home from work at 6 in the morning, grabbed some sleep, had 3 hours sleep, got up and then went to the swap meet, come back, had a bit of a kip again when I got home. So, but yeah, well pleased with what I got. What I'll do, I'll finish the video with the Class 26. So what I'll do is I'll recap on it running, and then the next clip will be when I've serviced it. So this is how it runs at the minute. When it wants to run, it's motor seems quite powerful, but I think it just needs a strip down. So anyway, that's how it's running at the minute. So the next clip will be when I've stripped it down, serviced it, put it all back together. Right, so as you saw in the last clip, the Class 26 Ratty running, it, well, really poor runner. Right, what I've done, completely stripped it down, stripped the motor down completely, clean the armature, give the wheels a good clean, and oiled it, and well, this is the result. Still a bit notchy, I think one of the gears is a bit notchy, so I'm gonna have to strip it down again and have a look at the gears, see if I can suss that. But I don't think it's the one on the wheels. I think it's definitely not. And also I put new traction tyres on. These traction tyres seem to be a bit lumpy. I don't know why. So what I might do is stick it upside down and then run something just to flatten the traction tyres down a little bit, because it just seems a little bit lumpy. But I didn't have traction tyres on it when I got it. I've also had a buffer missing, so I've replaced the buffer as well. That's going to have to be painted up to match. But quite pleased with it. See, when it runs that way, it's a little bit notchy. That way, it's not so bad. It's not as noticeable. But going that way, right? I'll turn the feedback off on the controller, so it's just direct now. And see, it's notchy. You notice it more obviously when you're pulling away slow, but so I think it might just be the gears just need a good clean. I've got some spare gears anyway. I can always put a replacement gear on there, but compared to what it was, that's 100% improvement, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's that nice and sorted out. I'm just going to give the other two just a light oiling, clean the wheels probably because they've been stood for a while. I'll give the wheels a clean, light oiling. That's all they're going to need really, because on first run they ran pretty well. But yeah, definitely pleased with the result with this one anyway. It's got quite a powerful little motor on it actually. The motor's pretty good. I'll give it a bit of power. See, it's got quite a nice motor's pretty good. Just shame it's weathered. I think the weathering's ruined it a bit, but you know, I might try and give it a little bit of a clean up perhaps. But as I say, another one off my list of locos I've been after. I'm after a Class 27 in those colours now. So maybe I'll find another one. But yeah, definitely happy with the running on that anyway. So as I've just got the other two to do, I'm not going to put them on because you've seen them run. They're only just going to have a light oiling really, because they've probably been stood for a while. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has probably been a very long video. This is the last video, of course, of 2022. I'm going to try and get this up tonight because I'm actually just record this on the 31st. So happy New Year, and well, plans for the next year. I don't know. I'm going to post a Sprotborough update. I've done a little bit of work on Sprotborough, but I'll probably post that in the next couple of days. I've done one major job on that's been outstanding for ages, so I've got that done. So I'll post that as a separate video. All right, thanks for watching. Happy New Year. All the best for 2023. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.